steamers perched upon huge woks. We spend hours making pretty pleats around savory shumai filling, but there's no end in sight. I am in a dumpling prison! I'm sick of cooking and I'm sick of Chinese food! I just want hamburger helper like everybody else!
Hamburger helper. That was a clip from Chef Katie Chin's one-woman show, Holy Shiitake, A Wok Star is Born, which had 2 showings at the Manoa Valley Theatre recently. Chin is a best-selling author and cooking show veteran, best known for her PBS series, Double Happiness, with her mother, Leanne Chin, who ran a very successful Chinese restaurant empire in Minnesota. And she's, based in LA, but she's here with us now. Welcome to Sunrise, Katie.
Thank you so much for having me.
And I heard you were on the show like a month ago when you were ahead of coming here for your visit.
I was via Zoom from Los Angeles.
Wonderful. It's good to see you live and in person.
Thank you.
And so I know there was a lot of themes in this show. I got to see it a couple nights ago. How is it different presenting it here versus on the continent?
Well, my audiences in LA are diverse, but fewer Asian people. And so it was so delightful to have an audience, I'd say 90% AAPI. And the response was overwhelming. I wasn't sure if all of the themes would resonate because I was raised in Minnesota. And I did encounter a lot of microaggressions being Asian. But people came up to me, they said, I felt seen. I related so much to, repressing my feelings, pushing them down, the guilt you feel growing up in an Asian American household when you're not getting straight A's or, you're not producing for the family. Exactly. So I just felt so touched that people related to the themes and were crying and laughing, and it was really a magical experience.
And I think really central to your show is this immigrant story, right? American-born, Chinese, you mentioned, also the mother-daughter relationship that a lot of us can relate to. I can relate to it.
Yes.
What did you hope people kind of walk away from, watching the show?
I want them to hug their mother immediately, to think of their mother, to think of their daughter, to realize how much our parents and grandparents and great-grandparents sacrificed for us, and to really hold that in their heart and be proud of their heritage.
Mm-hmm. And I think people have told you that it kind of is reminiscent of Joy Luck Club. Can you believe it's been 32 years since that movie came out?
Holy shiitake. That's the name of my show.
But yeah, no, I think it just reminds us about how far, since you started doing the cooking shows with your mom on air, national TV, how far the Chinese culture and Chinese food has come in this country.
Absolutely, because I talk about being ashamed of being Chinese American. In Minnesota back in the 70s and 80s, my mom would put barbecued char siu bao in my lunchbox, and I was mortified. And kids made fun of me. And now I have 16-year-old twins who are Hapa, and they are so proud to bring char siu bao to lunch, and all their friends just want to snag the
Well, it's so cool to be Asian now, I feel like.
It is finally.
Korean food,
yes,
K-pop.
yes, exactly. Yeah. So I think it's our time. And we really had to embrace what makes us different, because that's what makes us special, and that's what makes us alive and feel loved.
And of course, you also shared how cooking has really brought healing, not just for your mom, but for you.
Yes, well, it's a love language in so many Asian families, and especially mine. So when I was going through a divorce, my mother healed me through cooking instruction, not through hugs or saying I love you or what happened, but it was this quiet language that we had that I treasure and cherish so much.
And it's such an important message now with what's happening in our country. I guess we don't want to get political, right? But again, what's a message for folks out there who might be a little bit worried around this conversation about immigration?
I think you stand proud. You just have pride in who you are, and be unapologetically Asian, or whatever your ethnicity may happen to be.
Mm-hmm. And Katie, such a pleasure to have you with us on the show. We'll have to have you doing a cooking segment, because I saw all those fun things that you did with other hosts out there.
I would love it, and you can be my sous chef.
I love it. I'm terrible.
How are your knife skills?
Terrible. I was like you with your mom early days. That was me, but I'd love to learn more.
I would love it.
Okay, Chef Katie Chin joining us this morning, best-selling author. Look her up when you're in LA next.